Yes, it's true. I'm driving in my car while I'm recording this conversation. I know that seems crazy, probably even slightly irresponsible, and this is actually space and time that I have available to me without children in my back seat, without other phones ringing, without an email screen in front of me, and I wanted to just have a few minutes to talk to you about Inspired by Eve, the digital guide that I'm releasing today. And it actually feels appropriate to me that I'm recording this while I'm in the car because it speaks to some of what I'm so passionate about in the context of this particular product. Our lives are so busy, aren't they? They're so full. Sometimes they're full with things that are glorious and beautiful and gracious and rich. Sometimes they're full of things that are painful and confusing and frustrating and harmful. Usually they're full of both. This is the stuff of our lives. These are the stories that we're living all the time. And what I think we hunger for is space and time to be able to slow down enough to actually think about all of that, to slow down enough to actually make sense, maybe even a little bit, of all that goes on in the course of a day. Inspired by Eve is an opportunity to do just that. What I would love more than anything else is for you to experience the process of walking through this digital guide as conversation with me. Like maybe you're like sitting in the passenger seat of the car and we can just talk about Eve, about her story, and of course about yours. I would hope that Inspired by Eve would be this space of rest for you, where you can think well on your own behalf. Think about aspects of your own story. Think about aspects of Eve's story and the ways that those are speaking to one another all of the time. If that happened in the process of you downloading Inspired by Eve, walking through those pages, that would be more than I could possibly hope for you, to be sure. Gosh, what else do I want you to know? Eve, one of my all-time favorite stories, but more one of my closest, dearest friends. She has been confidant, inspiration, guide, mentor, mother, muse. She's kicked me in the ass from time to time. There's so much in her story. Even this morning, as I was getting ready to step into my day, I thought, today's the day, Eve. Like, I was talking to Eve. I was telling her, like, how excited I was that she was going to be released again into the world today, in the hopes that people would experience her in the way that I know her, in the way that I see her. And I knew she was smiling. I felt that. So, gosh, Inspired by Eve, a digital guide to self-trust, deep knowing, and a delicious life of desire. 36 pages, lots of journaling prompts and writing prompts, an MP3 where you can listen to me tell my version of Eve's story, and one that I think she winks at and secretly loves. It's something that I will hope that you can use again and again and again. And as I said before, that you can find rest in, and comfort in, and encouragement in, that you can experience as deep, rich, beautiful conversation with me, I hope, with Eve, and most importantly with your heart. I hope you'll buy it. It's awesome. And I'm going to stop recording now since I am driving 65 miles an hour in the midst of traffic on a busy day. Thanks for being here.